biggest challenge for email marketers in 2011 is focus. There's a lot of different things that can grab our attention. Getting into mobile campaigns, integrating with social media, testing this, segmenting that, removing inactives. There's a lot that you can focus on, and it's hard to know where to start. And I think the biggest challenge for email marketers in 2011 is prioritizing.
I think the biggest challenge for email marketers in 2011 is still going to be relevance. It's finding that conversation for your subscribers that's going to make sense and get them to convert, whatever your conversion metric may be, whether it's sales or just simple engagement. Relevance is still going to be the biggest challenge.
I think the biggest challenge for marketers in 2011 is just getting more engaging. I think, you know, we've been talking about the death of batch and blast for a long time now, but I think with all of the changes that we're seeing at the different ISPs, it's going to get more and more important to get more relevant, to get more targeted, segmented. Absolutely, you know, starting to do some of that life cycle marketing, automated triggers, real-time marketing. That's going to make a big impact on people's performance this year.
I think it's still content. Segmentation content, we're still blasting too much. We have to think about real relevancy in the content, into segmentation, and give people the opportunity to get something in their inbox what they really like. So they respond to it and they do not unsubscribe on the list.
Biggest challenge for email marketers 2011, I think, is how can we adapt email to be a conversation? How can we start to really take seriously the one-to-one conversation that we as an industry have had, but carry that over to our subscribers? Facebook has taught us, no, Facebook has forced the email industry to recognize that relevancy is an important thing, that conversations are an important thing. We should not as an industry have done that. We should have been teaching the rest of the social media that it is about a conversation. And so 2011 is going to be, how do we integrate social media into our campaigns? How do we start that conversation and continue that conversation through an engagement practice, through the strategies that we implement throughout our own programs?
I think one of the things that marketers should be aware of for 2011 are the new changing regulations that are going to affect marketers. A lot of the countries are now pushing opt-in legislation or privacy legislation that will require you to get explicit opt-in permission to be able to email or to even in some cases track individuals like in the EU. This landscape is going to change. There's been a lot of data breaches in the last year or so that have unfortunately kind of ruined the game for a lot of us, but in general, a lot of the legislators are now coming in trying to protect user data. We collect a lot of information on people, and because there's more information being collected, they've got to find a way to protect that data today.
Biggest challenge for email marketers in 2011, other than creating content, is now going to be to create content that your customers and readers are going to want to share on all their social networks. It's not about creating marketing content, it's creating engaging, much more interesting, fun content that will want to go viral by your customers and people who are reading.
I think the biggest challenge in 2011 for email marketers is going to be the shift towards relevant content. More and more you see ISPs blocking emails based on whatever they think is the right or wrong interaction, and it's a big shift in the marketplace. I still see a lot of companies worried about the size of their email lists and how to get people to opt in, and worried about opt out, and really the shift should be more towards relevant content.
The biggest challenge for email marketers is taking all the things that you learn at events like Marketing Sherpa and bringing it back to your business, your organization, and applying it.
Hands down, designing emails for mobile devices. That's been a huge priority for us in the last year. And our clients. It's really been, our clients have been coming to us and they've been seeing really big stats, like between 5 and 15% mobile. And they've been saying, come up with ways that we can redesign our emails so that they render.
Sure.
Render on the iPhone, mostly the iPhone, not so much the Android.
The biggest challenge in 2011, I would say, is complacency. Being satisfied with what they're doing, and the economy the way it is for many people, it's fine for me. But for others, if you want to overcome, the economic crisis, alleged crisis that is, you're going to have to, like one of my cohorts in email marketing just said, you're going to have to start testing more and not being satisfied with what you're currently getting, and testing and tracking and seeing what you can do to improve things and increase your revenue.
It's still going to be engagement, right? I mean, it's still going to be trying to get your list to respond and do what you want it to do. I think email marketers are also going to have to look at what Amazon threw out there in the past couple of days. So,
I think the biggest challenge that email marketers face today is the fact that where in the past when people would go on the internet, they would go to search on Google and to read emails, and now they go on the internet to check out Twitter, to check out Facebook. There's just the time they have is still the same, but it's divided over so many new different channels. So I think that is the biggest challenge. The fact that where probably in the past you had like 5 seconds for somebody to check out your email, it's probably less because they're being rushed, they want to do more, they want to do other stuff, and email is just one of the things they do online these days.